No, I wasn't, guys. I wasn't muted. My camera died, so I've got to put my other camera in, unfortunately. But all good now. We're back. We're back, guys. Don't worry. The stream will go on. I just wanted to put you back in the waiting room until I had the camera set up. I didn't want you to look at a blank screen. But yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. All good. Yeah, sweet. So let's see who's here. Welcome, guys. And then we'll start breaking gold down. I have taken a position on gold already. I took some nice longs here with the Discord community. I took these longs with the Discord community, and it's running quite nicely. You know, I made about $460 across 2 accounts. So yeah, so I made about $920 already today, which isn't too bad. So we're gonna see what the rest of the day brings. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and then we'll go from there. But for me, I've taken a decent trade already, so we'll see if anything else is going to present itself in the US session. Quick look at the news. Tuesday, we've only got CAD news. There's nothing really. There's nothing really lining up. So basically, everything is just pure price action. Hey, dude, what's up, mate? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Haha, he does. Oh no, I wasn't muted. My camera died, so I had to get my other camera. So all good. We're back on track now. But yeah, no news, guys. It's Tuesday, 26th of August. Like I say, we've got some orange folder, but I don't really take too much into consideration with the orange. I just use the red, and we've got CAD news at 7:30. Other than that, there's nothing much for me on gold. So, what am I going to be waiting for now? So basically, I took these longs with the members, and this is, if you look here, this is why I'm up $460. I literally took 46 ticks here, literally in and out. Nice half risk entry there, and it was great to see the Discord members catching the same trade. You know, the Discord members literally took the same trade, which is so good to see. You know, I am active in the community. I do post my analysis very regularly. But even so, the Discord members know what to wait for because they know the strategy and they're learning the concepts. It's super, super key. Okay? So yeah, very, very, very clean trade here. Took liquidity, rejected this level of prior support, closed nice and bullish. Bang, beautiful push higher. What am I waiting for now on gold? Simple as this. Gold's been ranging. You can't say gold isn't ranging. Gold is very rangy. It's been ranging in the London session, and that's why I took a half risk trade. The reason I took a half risk trade is because gold is simply sideways. I can't take impulse entries because I can't take impulse entries because there's been no breakouts. So it's as simple as this. I can take a half risk within the range and try and catch an early entry into this liquidity. Okay? Don't trade this chop, bro. It was lucky. Nah, mate, it's not. It's called following the plan. And if you have a plan that you can follow and you can execute daily and you understand that price is within a range, okay? If you understand that price is within a range and you can reduce your risk and you see a valid entry which is half risk, it's not lucky, okay? Is, you know, is this lucky? Is this lucky? $6,700 over the last month. 61% win rate. Is that lucky? No, it's not. What it is consistency. You know, $7,500 up on these accounts. It's not lucky. It's called following a plan. Okay? And that's all I do. I show up and follow the plan daily. And yeah, I understood that London session is ranging like this. I can take a half risk, and it was a beautiful half risk trade that set up. You know, basically entered off this support level after it failed to close below, took liquidity, closed bullish, and that was the entry. So yeah, very, very, very clean stuff there, and it was great to see the members taking that too. So yeah, 20 tick stop loss, and it hit 46 TP. So yeah, like a 2-to-1. 2-to-1. I'll have a look at NAS in a minute. Yeah, I'll have a look at NAS in a minute. But for gold, guys, what I'm looking for on gold is basically buys above this range here if we break above. And for sells below this level here for now. So yeah, beautiful, very, very clean range here now on gold. Just need to wait for that breakout. Just saying it was risky. Yeah, I understood it was a riskier trade, and that's why I reduced risk, mate. That's why it's called a half risk entry, because it's higher risk because it's chopping within a range. I understand that before I take the trade, and that's why I've got them entry types. Okay, and that's why I stick to them. And in terms of news, there's no news. Let's have a look at if there's any other. Let's have a look. Tuesday. Nah, there's only CAD news, mate, to watch out for, I think. Like I said, I don't know if anything's going to happen with Trump or anything. We don't know. Could do, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, great trade there with the members. All I'm going to watch for now is if can gold break out to the upside, because we are at a big level of resistance here. Okay, we are at a big level of resistance. It's not lucky. It's just a part of our edge in the market. 100%, mate. 100%. And you know, I could have stayed out of this. And yeah, I know it's choppy, but I've got an entry that allows me to take trades at low risk within the range, and that's what I did, and it worked out perfectly. Worked out perfectly. Okay, let's have a look at Nasdaq. You understand what I'm seeing on gold? Let's have a look at Nas. Yeah, Nas is a little bit messier. I know gold's range here, gold's range here is quite clean. Even though it's a big range, the range is quite clean. With Nasdaq, let's have a look. Let's have a breakdown of Nas. Yo, Upinder, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. I took a sell here after it closed back in the range. Looks like I'm going to lose 300. Yeah, there's no short here for me, really. Just because the candle, yeah, it closed nice enough, but this 30-minute closure here was very strong. Look at the wick. The wick here, there was not much wick. This tells me that the candle's strong. If you look at this close here, the body and the wick are the same size. That tells me that it's a bit like doji, undecided. And gold had this nice push higher. It had a really nice push higher. I think it's likely to continue higher. But if I'm going to be looking for buys, it'll have to be above here. Okay. On Nasdaq, though, I'm not really seeing too much. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much on Nasdaq. I've got some decent targets above. There's some decent targets above and below. But other than that, I'm not seeing much. Yeah, gold's range is cleaner. If I had a range on Nas, it might be like there. Something like that. And then maybe here. Something like this on Nasdaq. But yeah, gold's cleaner. I'm probably going to give Nasdaq a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm probably going to give Nasdaq a little bit of time and just watch gold. I like this 15-minute. I like this 15-minute closure. You need to imagine, I would say, I think, a lot of people, I think a lot of retail traders are actually going short here on gold at this level, thinking that it's going to continue down. They might have the stops above this level. They might have the stop above this range and on these highs up here. So I'm imagining that I think a lot of people have their stops up here, and I think there's a lot of liquidity actually sitting up here. So I'm personally going to be looking for buys if I can get a closure above this range. If I can get a closure above this range at 33.78, then I'll look for them longs. I do like them longs. What a banger, mate. Yeah, Harry, beautiful trade. It were a very clean trade. I can't complain with it. Like I said, bagged myself almost 1k for the day. Look at these accounts are looking nice and healthy now. Look at that. 157.5k. You know, when these get to like 162k, I think I get another payout. So, you know, another 4k, another 4.5k or something, and then I've got another 7k payout. Guys, can we smash the like button? Guys, can we smash the like if you've not already? Let's crush the like button and hit 20 likes nice and quickly. As well, if you got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Nate, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. Wait for a break of trend line on Nas. Let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a great spot, to be fair, Edmund. That's a great spot. You know, you have got some liquidity coming here. You know, touch one. A lot of people, again, it's just another it's just another liquidity trap. It's just another retail trap. A lot of retail traders are going long here, looking for this play higher. And look what's happening. It's just building up so much liquidity below the trend line. So I would personally say, if this ends up flipping bearish, it might push down further. That's what I'd say. This could flip bearish, but I'm not in this trade just because it's at a big level. If I'm going to be looking for shorts on Nas, I'd need a closure below here, and then I'll be open to sells. So yeah, that's what I'm going to watch on Nas. If it can close below here, then I'll look for some sells. Because this is just a big level of support and resistance. And then for buys probably back above here. So I'm probably going to be watching this on Nas. See, this could be nice. I mean, if this actually closes back above this level here, that could be nice for some longs. And then this for gold's clean. I like these highs to get taken. Sorry guys, I'm just putting some stuff in the community for the members so they can watch it with me. Let's have a look at this. Did you learn strategy, Roger? Yeah, I learned ranges from Roger. Yeah, I learned ranges from Roger. Like levels of support like this now. What I've got in on the chart, yeah, and breakouts and closes into yeah. A lot of people who trade breakouts did, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, you need to understand that Roger's like the main guy who everyone learned off, like, when I started, like, 7 years ago. So anybody who trades ranges really probably did learn from him. But I like to keep my entries. I like to keep my entries kind of more confirmed, if that makes sense. I like to wait for closes more, and I like to trade into like better targets, but yeah, that's just probably the difference. Hi, do you take live sessions on TikTok or Discord? Yeah, Sid, I've got a Discord community and we trade live in the London session there. So if you do want to trade live with me in the London session, like I say, you get the weekend webinars as well, and you get daily Zoom sessions with me as a group. So if you do want to join the Discord community, like I say, you can sign up for that. I'll put the Discord, one sec, let me... Yeah, I've just put it in, so you can join the mentorship if you want. Like I said, there's daily Zooms with the members there. You don't, like I say, that's not for everybody. Like the webinars, the course, the London session Zoom call, that's just for members in the community. Bam, ba-dum, bam. I mean, I like buys if it can break above. I would watch this level here though. See what gold's doing. See if gold breaks out as well, I'd like some buys. If the 30 can break out on gold, that'd be nice. Yeah, Sid, that's right, mate. You can just join the Zooms then. You can join the Zooms. Like I said, that I go live on YouTube every single day in the US session for like an hour and a half. But before the US session and after the US session and the London session, and I update Asia as well. So it doesn't matter what. Like I said, there's people in the community who trade different sessions. Some people trade just London. Some people just trade US or just trade Asia, but you're updated for each session anyway. You know, if there's something that looks good as I'm going to sleep, I'll update Asia. If there's something looking good. But like I say, you'll be able to trade all sessions because there's always someone in the community trading a session. What trade did you take in the London? What do I trade in the London US? I just trade the same, mate. I just trade gold and Nasdaq. Yeah, gold and Nasdaq, mate. I don't change anything with my sessions. No, I keep it all the same. Yeah, I keep it all the same. So if you see me trade, whatever I trade here, I'll trade in the London. But normally I take gold trades normally. Like I say, gold for me is the cleanest. No currency, no. Like I said, I trade gold spot and on the futures chart here too, and then just NAS. No, I don't trade any currencies, mate. I mean, there's some people in the community who do, and there's nothing wrong with that. They trade the same strategy with like GJ, or some trade ES. I know it's not currency, but some trade ES as well. But yeah. It really depends on what you want to trade in your session. You know, you can trade these concepts with anything. Hey, Fave Mentor, Natalie, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to the YouTube live. I hope you're having a good holiday. Hope you're having a good holiday. Yeah, guys, you need to think about it. Okay, look at these touches here. Okay, look how many people at this resistance have been going short. You know, retail going short at this resistance. Retailer going short here. Retailer going short here. Even here now, they're starting to short. Why do they think that? Why are they going short? Because they think that this is a strong level for price to push down. But in fact, if this breaks and we get a closure above here, you're likely to go and stop hunt their stops. So I'm personally going to look for a break above here and then go and target all this liquidity up here. Okay. Just rewatched all your videos again before trading. Great stuff. Nice one. Good to hear. I do like NAS buys. I like NAS buys if this 15 closes bullish. I'm only going to be using micros because you know me with my risk management, guys. If I take a big win like this on my first base hit, then I just drop the risk. You know, I'm happy to take $1,000 for the day. So, you know, I'll probably take like $100 risk or something. So yeah, 15 closes bullish above this range. I'll probably take some buys into this structure, depending on where it closes. And then if it closes above this structure, then I think it's clear into these highs. What's the daily like? Yeah, oh yeah, daily looks really nice for a push higher as well, especially after the weekly wick. Yeah, I do like them buys. Even though it's left liquidity lower, I still like buys. Did it take it on the futures? No. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this 15 closes. If this 15 closes bullish, then yeah, I'll take some buys. So yeah, like I say, that's Nasdaq, 4 minutes until the closure. I would like a 30-minute closure above here on gold. You know, if the 30 can close above this level here, 33.79, then I'd like some buys. That would be clean. Yeah, I'd like that. Tell you what though, them London longs were beautiful. You know, I'd still like to, if I was trading my personal account, I'd be in this. I'd be in this. I'd have taken partials. I'd still be in this, and I'd be looking for re-entries if we broke above here. NAS 30 looking good. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, yeah it is. See, I'm looking at this 15. I'm thinking if this 15 can close strong above here, you know, I'm gonna get that little push into there where I can manage, and then potentially into them highs. Just because of the hourly, you know, the hourly's looking bullish, the 30 and the 15's looking bullish. I just need that sort of stronger close now. You know, if this 15 can close a little bit stronger, I'd be a lot more happy. Like, I don't want to be going long at a level of prior resistance and support. Can you see? Like, I'm not going long until we close above. You know, even if this doesn't get above, well, I'll just buy the next one. You know, I'll buy here into them highs. Still, like I said, I'd like to get above here on gold. To be fair, I'd rather long gold than long NAS. Just because I think there's a lot of liquidity sitting above here. But like I say, I'm open to any valid entry. Yeah, NAS looks nice. 30's looking nice. I just need that like I said, we've got 2 minutes here. 2 minutes until it closes. I think it will be consolidation, manipulation, reversal. Potentially, like I say, gold's looking quite... Gold is consolidating right now, but all it takes is a breakout. You know, if it breaks either side, then I think there's going to be a nice move on gold. Just about staying patient and waiting for that move. I would love to see gold break out to the upside now, because then I've got a very nice range higher. You know, but if the hourly continues to reject, I can still look for some sells. I wouldn't like to, but I might take a little half risk sell back down. Based off this 15 closure. Because we have taken liquidity and we have, you know, faded these highs every time. You know, I'll be looking for like a short here. Something like this. If not, if I don't get the sells and it breaks back above, well, I'll simply just switch it to looking for the buys above here. Simple as that. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good to see everyone here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Like I say, guys, if you're just tuning in and you've got any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments. Any questions you've got, stick it in the comments. Like I say, if you're new, subscribe and drop a like, guys. Let's crush 25 likes for the stream. You know, 25 likes and gold will set us something up here. That's the thing. It doesn't matter. I don't care that the 15 hasn't broke out yet. If the next 15 breaks out, well, I'll just take the 15 after. It's as simple as that. It doesn't bother me. Like, whatever breaks out is fine. Same with gold. Like, if I don't get an entry on this 15, well, I'll just enter the next 15 if it breaks above. But yeah, I did like these sells. Yeah, half risk sells are valid. Half risk sells are valid. I just don't like... I just prefer buys. So I'm waiting to see if it wants to break up. Same with NAS. I like buys on NAS, but I need the next candle to close strong. I'm in longs on NAS right now. Yeah, not a bad shout. I just don't like how we closed under this resistance. I don't take trades at levels. I wanted to... You know, if we closed up here, I'd have taken a buy. I'd have taken a buy if we closed up here like this, but because we just closed below it, I don't like to take any entries. Yeah, gold half risk wasn't bad. It's just a big range now. And when it gets super choppy, I don't really like to take too many half risk trades. That's why I'm waiting for the break above. You know, break above will be clean. Or break below will be clean. Yeah, I still like NAS though. I still really like NAS to come up into these highs. You know, at least come and retest a level like this. But I'm not in anything just yet. I'm going to wait for this 15 to close and then I'll take some longs after. Let's see what gold's saying. Yeah, gold could be nice if it breaks back above. Yeah, buys back above here are clean. That's what I'm waiting for personally, guys. I'm not taking sells here on gold. I'm going to wait for these longs like this. You know, breaks above, nice longs, and then I've got like a 70 tick range into them highs. See, if this 15 on Nas closes bullish, I'd be happy to take longs. Even if they're 30, or even the look at the hourly. Hourly's looking nice as well. Like I said, I just need that breakout. Need that breakout on gold and Nas. Hey man, Fabio, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's have a look at gold levels on here. GC. Yeah, they're quite similar to the futures chart. Yeah, I'll look for a breakout above like here. Nice break above now, be nice. Take some longs up into these highs. How many contracts do you trade on your 150? Half risk, about 2 contracts. So on this trade here, I used 1 contract, or 2 contracts, sorry, and I took one off quite at like 15 ticks. So I took like, or 20 ticks, I took like $100 off, and then the rest hit like 35, 40 ticks in profit. So yeah, about 2 contracts on half risk. About 3 to 4 contracts on full risk. Half risk on gold was nice. Yeah, it was, mate. Very nice. Like I say, I'm watching Nas here. You know, if Nas closes bearish, I'm just gonna take some sells. If this can close bearish here on Nas, I'll take some sells. You know, maybe like 5 micros down into this double bottom. Something that I'm liking here is the fact that Nas is creating this sort of shoulder. This could just be the right shoulder to push down. Basically rejecting that level. And then I can look to the sells down into these lows. That'll be nice. I think that's a nice trade. I think that looks good. If it can close bearish here on the 15, it looks good. Half risk gold sells. Nah, I'm not really looking for any half risk trades anymore. I took some half risk entries down here. I took longs, and that's why I made the $460 profit. But I don't want to... It's getting too choppy in here, and I don't really like trading such choppy price action. But like I say, the main thing for me is seeing how this 15 closes both on Nas and gold. Yeah, both on Nas and gold. Yeah, clean here on Nas. Goldie is still waiting for a breakout on gold. But yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, good to see you all here. Thank you for the likes as well. Almost 20 likes smashed already. Appreciate it. Like I say, if you haven't already, guys, crush the like button. And yeah, see if we can catch something today. Like I say, I'm watching Nasdaq here. Rejecting off this level nicely. I just want to see how this 15 closes. Just want to see how this 15 closes. W, yeah, W, nice one, bro. Good to see you good to see you in the stream. So yeah, if this 15 on gold can close nice and strong, then I'll be happy to try and take some longs. So I need to wait to see how this 15 is gonna close, really. You know, get a nice strong close, and I can look for them longs. Hello, Goldie. Yeah, gold can give me a close like this. You know, even if it's not this 15, then I can get long on the next candle. You know, get a decent stop here at like 20 ticks, and I can look for that 40, 50 tick push higher. That would be very, very nice. What is Nasdaq close? Yeah, I need that bearish close on Nasdaq if I'm taking anything. I'd need the 15 to close bearish on Nas. Let's have a look. No volume, team. Yeah, there's not much volume. That's the thing as well. You can see it on the 5. You know, the 5 minutes since 12, literally for the last almost 2 hours, has been trading in like a 30 tick range. You know, from like 12:20 to 1:40, like an hour and a half, we've been in a 30 tick range. So yeah, just one of them. But the volume should step in the next 15, 20 minutes. So I'm still waiting. You know, patience will pay again. Paid in the London session, it'll pay in the US session. Now, let me just... Right, sound. I'm just gonna get this TikTok going. I forgot to get the TikTok live going too. One sec. But yeah, simple as that for gold, really. Just basically waiting for a break above a bit. You know, if it can break above this range here at 33.79, then I'm happy to take some longs into them highs at 86s. Main watch though is breaks above here. And then on Nasdaq closed not too bad. It is very close to that level, which I don't like. Very close to that level. Yes, Ollie, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, guys, this is gold, by the way. Let me put it here. Just so people can understand what I'm watching here. But that's the thing, like I say, you know, it's 1:45, you know, give it like 15 minutes, the volume's going to step in. You know, the volume on NAS and gold is going to step in. Just about waiting for, it's just waiting for the breakouts. You know, regardless, I don't care what anybody says, every profitable trader has patience. You tell me one long-term, consistent, profitable trader that doesn't have patience. Okay? I've got patience. I've got plenty of patience. And it's something that you need if if you want to be a consistently profitable trader, you're going to have to learn patience as quickly as possible, okay? Bullish closure, yeah. Bullish closure on gold would be nice. Bullish closure above here would be nice. Yo, Shawnee, how's it going? Even on Nasdaq, bullish closure on Nasdaq would be nice too. You know, it's not about trading every day. It's not about catching, 5-6 trades a day. It's about catching 1 to 2 good trades a week. You need 2 trades a week. People think, I always say 1 to 2 trades a day, just so people don't overtrade. Because a lot of people overtrade with like 10, 15 trades. So I say, stick to 1 to 2 good trades per day. But you don't even need that. You need 2 good trades a week. Okay? If you want to be a consistently profitable trader, you need 2 trades per week. That's it. Okay? Jack, send me a DM, mate. Send me a DM. I'll message you back. But yeah. Yeah, what's going on, guys? TikTok, guys, how's it going? My full screen's on YouTube, by the way, if you want to watch the YouTube. Biolek, subscriber, how's it going? Welcome. Legend. My first ever sub. Guys, put a thumbs up in the chat. You know, TikTok and YouTube. Put it in the chat if you've ended up blowing your account because you take more than 2 trades in the day. Just put a thumbs up. I want to see how many people understand that overtrading just creates so many more problems that if you just stopped at 1 loss, you wouldn't blow your account as much as you do. Because I'll tell you that when I first started trading, that was the main reason I blew accounts, because I took 15 trades a day or something. Harry, yeah, Dave, Shawnee, 100%. Yeah, you can't be afraid to admit it. I think it's, guys, I think it's the main reason most people, and like some people come to me and say, "Oh, Joe, I've had a bad day," and I say to them, "I bet you've taken more than 2 trades today, haven't you?" And it's always, "Yes, I have." Always, "Yes, I have." You know, it's never, "No, I took 1 trade and I blew my account." It's always, "I took 1 trade, I lost that 1 trade, and then I ended up blowing my account, taking 10 invalid trades." Okay? Does Joe take losses? Yes, he does. I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect trader. I take losses, but every loss that I take is a valid loss. I'm no 100% win rate trader like these gurus say they are. But I'm consistent to my plan, and if I take a loss, it's a valid loss, and that's all that matters. And if I take a loss and I take a win after, or I take 2 losses, I'm done for the day. Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. That's literally the difference. That's the only thing holding you back. I'm guessing, like, that, you know, for 99% of people, that's the only thing that's holding them back, is sticking to a plan consistently. Guys, yeah. Yes, I am. I'm live on YouTube as well. I am. Guys, if you want to watch my full screen, head over to Joe Trades on YouTube. My full screen's on YouTube there. So yeah, I am live on YouTube too. Just type in the name you see on TikTok, Joe Trades, and into YouTube, and you'll be able to see that I'm live. Okay. What's your risk to reward? It varies, mate. My risk to reward's like 1.5 risk to reward average. My strike win rate's about 70%. Yeah, good stuff, guys. I like it. It's good to see. Still on demo accounts? Absolutely fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep looking for that consistency on the demo, and then you can start looking into other things like funding and that. That's fine. Cheers for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. And asking, did you stick to the plan? That's another thing. Like I say, it's, you know, it's one thing, you know, if you take 10 trades, I can already see that you haven't stuck to the plan. Okay, you know, if you haven't, if you've taken 10 trades, you haven't stuck to the plan because you've taken more than 1 to 2 trades in the day. So if you've taken 10 trades, you haven't stuck to the plan. What time frame? To check the time, head over to my YouTube. Guys, if you want to see the time frames and stuff, head over to the YouTube, Joe Trades. I'm live there too. What time do I stop trading gold? Guys, it doesn't really matter about times. It's all about to do with your schedule. So, yeah, are you going to have more volume in opens? Yeah, you are. But look at what we've got here. Gold's ranging pre-New York. So I'm trading a high volatility session and it's sideways. You just don't know. So just trade your schedule. But for me, I stopped trading at about 4:30. Yeah. But can you catch trades after 4:30? Of course you can. You can still catch great trades after 4:30. You can catch... There's some guys in the community who trade after work at 4 o'clock at night. You can still catch your 1 to 2 trades a day there. Total sideways, yeah. I'm waiting for Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq could be nice if it closes strong. I'm going to wait for this hourly to close anyway. Yeah, cheers for the likes, guys. Nice one. Johnny, appreciate you. Got a couple of work meetings now. Yeah, Harry, all good, mate. Catch you in the Discord. Catch you in the community, bro. But yeah, gold's ranging pre-New York. I would like to see a breakout here. You know, nice breakout, and then I can look for the push higher. You got any questions, guys? Feel free to put it in the comments. Like I say, any questions, fine. Trading related questions. Emmy, good stuff. Work. You've already caught your trades. That's what's important. That is what's important. You know, you've caught your positions. That's it. What strategy do I trade? I trade breakouts of ranges. So I wait for a range like we're seeing now. If I get a breakout to the downside, I'll look for downside. If I get a breakout to the upside, I'll look for upside. Yeah, but I'm on the 30-minute time frame right now. But we'll see, we'll see. Where's my TP? I'll be looking for TP up here, mate. Yeah, I'll be looking for TPs at them highs. I'm working on becoming emotionless after a loss. Worst thing is breaking your rules. 100%, mate. And that's why it's super important to have a playbook. And that's why it's super important in trading to have a strategy, a set of rules that you can stick to. And just, you know, 1 to 2 trades. You know, as humans, we can't make more than, you know, 1 or 2 decent decisions. Especially if you're working and doing other things as well. So them first 1 to 2 trades are always the best trades. Oh, Dylan, nice one. Perfect. Great stuff, Dylan. But yeah, good stuff, DK. Good stuff, mate. And yeah, just keep sticking to it and it'll work out. Nas double bottom 2. Let's have a look at Nas. Yeah, I like Nas. If it closes bearish, this 30. If this 30 can close bearish, I'll look for some downside. When's the best time to scalp? People like opens, but I always say that just trade your session, that you can trade around your lifestyle. People have got different schedules. Just trade your schedule, bro. At the moment, I mean, oh, mate. Learn to trade yourself, mate. Yeah, learn to trade yourself. Learn to trade yourself and you'll have it forever, mate. Signals are a waste of time. You might make money for like a week. But after that, you're on your, like, nah. We'll see. Like I say, mate, do your own research, but you'll see after a while that signals are rubbish. Learning to execute them. Oh, nice one, Dylan. Nice. Be careful though, mate. Be careful. I feel the cortisol spike after a losing trade. Yeah, just do stuff, guys. If you're one of them who will take a loss and then go on revenge trade, that is your trigger to blowing an account. Understand the trigger and understand and implement ways to prevent that trigger from blowing your account. So have a maximum loss for the day. Have a maximum trades for the day. Have different rules. Close the laptop. Go for a walk after you take a trade. Okay? There's stuff that you can do. Where's your entry? Guys, head over to the YouTube. Jaw Trades on YouTube. Yeah, I won't be live on TikTok for much longer, so head over to Jaw Trades on YouTube to watch the full screen. You'll be able to see the time frames, the entry, everything. What's Nasdaq doing? Yeah, Nasdaq's just rejecting. Is NQ looking good on the 30 here? Nah. Yeah, you can say we're coming into US now. We're coming into the US Open. Getting that bearish volume. I do like sells, you know. I really do like sells. Half risk it will be. It will be half risk sells. Yeah, I'm watching NQ to see if this wants to close bearish or not, guys. Yeah, no closure there. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold's closing close to that level. I don't mind gold. I don't mind gold. It's just in this range. I'm going to wait for a breakout, but we'll see. Yeah, decent breakout would be nice. Same with Nas, really. I'd like to take some Nas trades. What's the 15 saying? Just move my range up a little bit here. Be careful, lad. Yeah, I know we're ranging, mate. Don't worry. Yeah. Potentially it could range and continue to range. I've already taken some longs down here, half risk, because we're ranging, and I've already profited like 1k, so we're good. I'm basically just waiting for that breakout now. But yeah, you are right. It definitely is ranging and consolidating. Guys on TikTok, I'm heading over to I'm gonna end the TikTok live now. So head over to YouTube, Joe Trades, and I'll see you on the YouTube live full screen, okay? So I'm gonna end this now. Just basically put my name in, as you see on TikTok, Joe Trades on YouTube. You'll be able to see everything, okay? So I'll see you, and peace. All right, sweet. All right, let's have a look at this. So what does ranging mean? Range is basically when it's sideways. So you've got rangy price action, which is like this. You'll hear me say, "Oh, gold's looking clean." It's because the moves are clean. You know, you've got consolidation, you've got like manipulation, which is just a liquidity grab, and then you've got a nice clean pushes, which is just you know, like distribution after the manipulation. But it's just a phase in the market. Yo, Caden, how's it going, bro? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, ranging price action is just consolidation. Simple as that. It's ranging, and I take trades inside ranges, but you know, it's at half risk or less than half risk. Like the trade that I took on these accounts here was just a long entry inside the range. One sec. It was just a long entry here that I took. So ranging is just where yeah, exactly, Dylan. Exactly, mate. So it's just where price is sideways. You know, can you see these nice moves to the downside? Nice big pushes to the upside where it's distributing and pushing higher. Yeah. Here you can see that it's just chopping sideways. Not really doing much. No breakouts. Okay. Yeah, understood. Cheers. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Sorry, guys. I was off my screen then. Yeah, like I said, there's still potential to take gold to the downside. I'd need, like I said, I need a nice breakout. I'd need a nice breakout. That's the recent grab. Let's have a look. Yeah, basically with Nasdaq, it's within this range as well. I'd like to take some breakouts to the upside, but I'd need that closure. I need that closure. Yeah, gold. Yeah, maybe the hourly, but the hourly's like 55 minutes left. Maybe some half risk, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see if the half risk are going to set up. When price breakout, where do you put your stop loss? Basically, the stop loss goes where the flip candle is. So when you actually see me take an entry, you'll see how I set my SL. Guys, if you're not in the free Telegram as well, join the free Telegram. The I'll pin the link. Let me pin the link. I've just pinned the message. Yeah, I've just pinned the message. So if you want to join the free telly, click that link and get inside, guys. It's just sweeping internal laws. I can see some buys to internal highs. Yeah, like I say, within this range, I'm just waiting for a breakout, really. I'm using this 30-minute range. There's a lot of liquidity sitting at either side, so I'm going to let the market tell me what it wants to do. Like I say, a lot of the guys, you'll understand that I don't like to predict the market too much. I like to react to what it tells me. You know, I think a lot of predicting creates a lot of emotional attachment to the market. And I don't like to predict. You'll never hear me say something like, gold here, once it takes these lows, it's going to push higher. You'll never hear me talk like that. I will talk like, okay, if I break below, I can look for sells. If I break above, I can look for buys. I'm going to let the market come to me. Okay, it's as simple as that. The market will tell me what it wants to do. I won't say what the market's going to do. If that makes sense. And it's key. What's liquidity for you? Liquidity is basically just highs and lows in the market where there's a lot of orders sitting. I tend to look at it like retail orders. So, for example, you know, a lot of retail traders buy in this level. They're going to have the stops on these lows, okay? So, I use liquidity as where there's a lot of, like, retail orders, where a lot of retail will have their stop loss sitting. So, yeah, that's how I look at it. When you see breakout, is it past that white line? Yeah, so basically, I need a breakout. So let's say that we get a closure. I need a candle closure above the range here. If it closed above the range, then I can look for them buys into my highs. Yeah, stay open-minded. Good stuff, man. It's key. It's very key. Guys, I'm just going to go and fill my water up really quickly. Just bear with me 2 minutes. I'll be back in 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Okay, we're good, we're good. But being blind to a clear bias. Yeah, for me, I try to, like I say, I try to stay as neutral as possible. I don't really trade with a bias. I think a lot of people who trade with biases have some sort of emotional attachment to the market, and I don't want to stay emotionally attached with a bias. You know, like if you look at a daily candle, look at the daily candle. You know, the daily candle. You know, if you're just looking for buys, the daily candle's pushed down 150 ticks. I only want like 30, 40 ticks of that. So I need like 20%, 30% of that initial push down. So why would I have a bias just for buys when I can just take sells and then look for buys after? Up to now, it's doing so if you was to buy into, yeah, I'd look for a sell, mate. So below my range, I look for sells. So within here, below here, I look for sells. Above here, I look for buys. Within the range, I look for half risk entries, but it's getting too choppy now. I don't want to be taking entries within this chop. Like I said, I've already taken this win today on gold, so I don't really need to trade any more choppy price action. I like NQ better. MNQ. That's what I've done my analysis on. Yeah, I like MNQ better. But I am open to more trades. Like, I've only taken one trade today, so we will see. Yo, guys, smashing the like button. Love it. Almost 30. Almost 30 likes. Nice one. I'm doing exactly what would happen. Let's have a look at Nas really quick. Yeah, if Nas can get back above, this range, I'd be happy to take buys into these highs. For sure. Like I said, I'd need to see that closure though. Nice strong closure above here. I can look for them buys. This range is what I'm watching on Nasdaq. Do I use live capital? I'm currently trading funded capital, but probably next year. It's been an insane year with payouts and stuff. So I'm happy. Like I said, I've got money invested in other things as well. But next year I'll do a live account. I'll probably just do like a 20, 30k live account and trade it live on YouTube. Oh, but yeah, maybe like 25k. Start with 25k and just build it on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what to start with. Do I start with lower? Do I start with higher? Or do I just do like a decent amount, like 20, 25, 30k or something? Not everyone trades the same. Yeah, not everyone trades the same way. That's definitely right. Not everybody trades the same way. But like I say, yeah, I trade ranges, trade breakouts. Amazing, yeah, not bad. It's been a good year with payouts. I mean, just taking it to the next level, really. And all we're gonna do is keep going that next level. 25k, 2% per trade. No, I'll probably just trade. Yeah, I'll probably just do like maybe like $200 per trade. Like I say, guys, if you want to join the Discord community mentorship, the bots just put the link in there. Like I say, if you do want to learn how I trade, my full strategy, you want to learn how I actually build up these accounts and get payouts regularly, and actually can build personal accounts because of my payouts. And that's what you need. That's the key with prop firms, guys. It's about building prop firms and getting to that personal account stage where you can put 20, 30k into a personal, because it's all from prop firm payouts. That is the key, and that is the goal. Okay, that's what you want. You want a 20, 30, you want to be able to say, okay, I've traded this year with prop firms, bang, 25k into a personal account. Now I can start making 3 to 4% and taking some withdrawals out of this market. Now I can start building a good personal account. And that's what it's all about with prop firms. It's building that sort of personal that you can't really do with like $200-300 unless you're like full margining. Oh, let me just get my charger. I don't want this camera to die. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Oh. Right, we're good, guys. The show must go on. You show me your draws. Come on, guys. Let's be happy in the streams. Let's talk trading and let's all crush it together. Let's all crush it, guys. Let's you know, everyone, like I say, everyone trades different strategies, and that, like I say, that's the great thing about trading. Everyone looks at the market. You know, everyone looks at the market in different lenses. Key. Yeah, sweet. Sweet, guys. I'm just making sure. Just making sure. We're cool. We're cool. But yeah, good stuff, guys. Good patience. It will pay. Always pays. You know, patience always pays, guys. As I always say. But with gold and NAS, we are ranging. We are sideways. I'd like that breakout. Yeah, breakout here on NAS, I like buys. We're just chatting. Yeah, all good, bro. You're good, bro. Don't know if you see me around. Not got enough time. Yeah, I go live for everybody. I go live for everybody for like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. So I go live for free. Every single day. But if you saw my schedule, you would understand why I've got enough time to do it. Because I literally don't stop, guys. I wake up and I don't stop all day. You know, from when I wake up, I'm updating the members. I'm doing the Zoom calls with the members. I'm doing one-to-one calls for people who, you know, book the private one-to-ones in. You know, I'm doing short videos, I'm editing, I'm making content for the community, I'm trading live with the members, updating them regularly. I literally don't stop. So you'd understand, you know, the work ethic's there. What is... Yeah, Golden Nazi's just doing nothing. What are you doing to me, Goldie? Look at this. Price action. Only thing I trade is gold. Yeah, good, man. Good. Me too. I only really take gold positions. Yeah, I only really take gold trades. I take maybe like 1 to 2, maybe 3 Nas trades per month. Yeah, per month I take maybe like... Previous 4 hour to be swept and up, I think. Yeah, potentially. But, you know, we've already swept some 4 hour lows, so we could go on Wickfill again before pushing higher. We could go and do another Wickfill and then push higher, because this is like maybe a little bit of liquidity still sitting below here. Well, we're coming into the US Open and there's not much volume at all. Not much volume at all. So, I mean, we can probably, you know, you can probably just wait for a breakout, and whichever way it breaks out with the momentum, you're going to get a decent trade. You know, I still think there's a lot of trades to come today. You know, it's just how patient are you going to stay? Do I trade US 30? No, I don't, mate. I trade NAS. I trade Nasdaq and gold. There's a few guys who've traded US 30 in the community, but it's not something I touch. Yeah, it's not something I touch. I mean, you can get some really nice trend trades on US 30. Breakout and retest and stuff like that, but it's not something I really trade. Do you trade? Yeah. So yeah, no, not really. I like Nasdaq. Nasdaq volume is really good. Especially in US, like around this time, you get some decent Nas volume. Yeah, 3350. There is some nice lows down here, and there's a lot of area to push down. But I don't need these big moves. I only need like 30, 40 ticks. You know, this trade here was like a 43 tick trade, and I made $1,000. I made $1,000 off a 43 tick trade. I'm happy with that. Also, guys, if you're not subscribed, drop a subscribe on the channel. I appreciate it. We're over at 1.5k now, which is insane. But yeah, I'm gonna see how this 15 closes. You consider yourself a scalper? No, I'd say intraday. You know, day trader. I wouldn't say I'm a scalper who, you know, my average time's like, I'd say I'm in a trade for like 20 minutes to an hour. You know, when I'm holding runners. But I manage the trades when they need to be managed. I'm not in the market within the minute like scalpers are. I'm not trying to take like 10 ticks and be gone. You know, I'm in getting my 30, 40 ticks, and it can take it all depends. It really all depends. Yeah, it was a very clean entry, Ashton. You should have just executed it, bro. You know, executed and think about the result after, you know. But guys, I am gonna head off now. It doesn't look like anything's really setting up, but I'll be back on tomorrow anyway for the live. I'm just gonna go and trade with the community. You know, if you wanna join the community, guys, I'll put the link. I'll pin the link. Let me pin the link. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord mentorship, guys, I've just pinned the link. But what I'm going to be waiting for on gold, I'm going to basically just wait for a breakout of this range. I'm watching these two levels. I'm not going to be trading within here. I'm going to be waiting for breakouts of this range now. And then on Nasdaq, again, the same. I'm going to be waiting for breakouts of this. So, yeah. See what gold and Nasdaq do at these levels, and anybody in the Discord mentorship, I'll update you when something presents itself. But I've been on here for an hour and 40. Nothing much happening. See what the US brings, rest of the US session. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait for a breakout of this range or this range, and then trade with that. Trade with that volume. Try and get that last position. All right, guys. But yeah, catch you tomorrow. And yeah, peace out. Bye-bye. Trade safe. Members in the community, I'll see you there in like 5-10 minutes. Bye-bye. Ugh.